Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Brenda Berg. Yeah, right now I'm on the cruise. Right now I'm on the drive. Um, but right now, man, I really wanted to get into, oh yeah, man, my early apologies. If I'm pretty much not really, not gonna be looking at the camera the majority of the time because right now I'm driving. Right now I gotta get somewhere before I leave out of town again. Actually heading back to New Orleans, so that's why I'm like right now I'm just trying to take care of a few things while I'm here. But let me go on and start kicking it into high gear. I really wanted to kick into the fun fact of history series and do another share. It's a really quick knowledge share. I know I did the last one with Capoeira and also the Inca Empire. Um, you know, just trying to shed a little bit of light about those two from South America that's coming from South America. I really want to talk. I really want to touch more about this one. I want to touch more about the Creole population of the Creole people. I know a lot of people have a concept of they got a concept of Creole people dealing with French or basically a Caribbean origin background and etc. But really, man, when the word Creole is not really French. It's there's actually many different spellings that is related to Creole, but the original word Creole is not even French or Spanish, English. It's Portuguese, and it's Creole, and the French took that word from the Portuguese and then they turned it to Creole. And then with a silent E and I think of like a long O. A couple vowel movements with that. But the English version it's got the same spelling but just a different pronunciation. So Spanish also have it called Criollo. Um, but you also have a Russian dialect called Creole, and it's instead of spelled with a C, it's spelled with a K. Kiol. That's Creole. That's also mean Creole. That's in Russian. That's basically for like Native Americans and like and Russian ancestry mix. But yeah, man, like I was told, man, really, man, Creole is a global population, not just really dealt with um, just the Louisiana or the Caribbean. It's actually a global term because there's a lot of Creoles that's 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 in Asia. There's Creole populations in Africa. There's Creole term nations in the Americas. Austronesia, that's like basically consists of like Polynesia, Melanesia, everything in that South Pacific, Oceania area. Um, there's a lot of people that's also can be called Creole that's that's live there. And it's really, man, like I said, man, the base word of Creole is basically a person with multi mixing origin, with racial mixing. It's deal with basically racial mixing and having some type of European ancestry. That's basically what Creole means. Creole used to be, this was during the colonial period, so this is like during maybe like the 1600s, around the 1600s, maybe early 1700s. Um, that during the colonial, this is the only time when the word Creole was used solely for basically white people, and when you see the word Creole, it references people of a mixed racial background, basically, like especially that have something to do with affiliation with indigenous or African, or both. But during the colonial days, white, children that was born to immigrants or born in the colonies, this is going back to the 13 colonies, they were called Creoles. And this was, like I said, English, it, the word Creole was not really used throughout most of Europe. I mean, like I said, this was the word that 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 main definition was coming from the English. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they called their their people, offspring, the people that was born in these colonies that now was born in the homeland. So that's where the word Creole in English kind of sprouted from, but it's no longer, it was no longer used, especially after the creation of the United States and many other countries in the Western Hemisphere. That would no longer apply. That's when it would just became solely uh, a person of multiracial background. Um, but yeah, man, like I said, the identities of Creole is all over. You got the Gallas, they're called English Creoles. Like you got Brazilian Creoles, you got Colombian Creole, you got Native American Creoles, you got Creoles all over the world. And like I said, like the term was invented by the Portuguese in the in around the 16th century. So it was a popular word because it was used a lot. Yeah, it had different spellings, but it all meant the same thing. So I just want to shine a little bit of light about the Creoles because I know a lot of people think about Creoles. They think about Creole as a French thing or a Louisiana thing. And I tell people, nah, man. At first I thought the same thing. Then, I happened to find out it includes more. There's a global population of Creole people. So definitely, I want to let people know more about. There's more of a backdrop to the Creole, not just a Louisiana thing or it has to do with French. There's many different types of Creole. Because they also go by a lot of ethnics. They go a lot about their cultures. Creole is almost like Spanish. It's like the Hispanic population, Latino population. It's many different ethnics, but it still have a somewhat of a familiar origin to it. But it's it's not really. It's got a large cast net that basically surround that. But yeah, man, this really just put some insight on it, and that really conclude my fun fact of history. All right, one.